तो चलिए, who would like to read the first stanza? So Arya, will you try, or Soham, would you try?
यदि ये चैतन्य
Okay.
मुकुर इव भावाश्चितचितः समं भान्ति द्रव्य सहै
Vaya,
संतोषानिरयो
wait.
जगत्
Wait.
साक्षी
Here after Dravya, it is Vaya Jani. Okay, Vaya Jani,
वयजनि संतोष रहितः
Lasantont Rahita.
लसन्तोन्रहितः जगत् साक्षी मार्ग जगत् न परो वाणिर्वयो महावीर स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे.
Okay, good. Okay. Very first stanza, different stanzas, different qualities, and different reasons for us. Why do we have to worship Bhagwan Mahavira? We are studying this daily. Okay, let's move to our second stanza. Anybody knows how to read this one? Second stanza. चलो आपको आता है आरम? आप पढ़ोगे सेकंड? चलो मैं करता हूँ, ठीक है। अताम्रम यच्चक्षुः कमलयुगलं स्पन्दरहितं जनार्को पापायं प्रघटयति वाभ्यन्तरमपि स्फुटं मूर्तेर्यस्य प्रशमितमयी वाति विमला महावीरस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे। हमने सिर्फ भगवान महावीर की क्वालिटीज नहीं देखी, वी हैव आल्सो सीन हाउ ब्यूटीफुल इज हिज आईज, हाउ ब्यूटीफुल इज हिज आइडल. So inner beauty plus outer beauty, everything that could be said of Bhagwan Mahavira that we have studied in this. इससे ज़्यादा we can't say anything more than this, because we have studied more than we could have studied for Bhagwan Mahavira. The third stanza. नमन्ना केन्द्राली मुकुटमणि भाजाल जटिलम लसत्पादाम्भोज द्वयमिह यदीयं तनुभृतां भवज्वाला शान्त्यै प्रभवति जलं वा स्मृतमपि महावीरस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे. Fourth stanza. यदर्चा भावेन प्रमुदितमनादर्दुर इह क्षणादासीत् स्वर्गी गुणगण समृद्धः सुखनिधिः लभन्ते सद्भक्ताः शिवसुखसमाजं किमु तदा महावीर स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे. Fifth stanza. कनत्स्वर्णाभासो व्यपगततनुर्ज्ञाननिवहो विचित्रात्माप्येको नृपतिवरसेदार्थतनयः अजन्मापि श्रीमान् विगतभवरागोद्भुतगतिः महावीर स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे. यदीया वाग्गङ्गा विविधनयकल्लोलविमला बृहज्ज्ञानाम्भोभिर्जगति जनतां यास्नपयति इदानीमप्येषा बुधजनमरालैः परिचिता महावीर स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे. Seventh stanza. अनिर्वारोद्रेकस्त्रिभुवनजयी कामसुभटः कुमारावस्थायामपि निजबलाद्वेन विजितः स्फुरन् नित्यानन्द प्रशमपदराजाय सचिनः महावीर स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे. last stanza that we studied yesterday. महामोहान्तङ्क प्रशमनपराकस्मिकभिषक् निरापेक्षो बन्धुर्विदितमहिमा मङ्गलकरः शरण्यः साधूनां भवभयभृतामोत्तमगुणो महावीरस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे. In the very last stanza, we compared God with doctor, with a friend who helps us without any expectations. And the very important thing that we learned yesterday was anybody who has fear of anything in this world. Like anybody means who? If a topmost person who has every kind of quality like monks, if he also has any kinds of fear, then he will go to Bhagwan Mahavira and Bhagwan Mahavir will help him in knowing his quality and coming out of that fear. Today, officially, we are going to end this Mahavirashtak Stotra. Two more lines are there in Mahavirashtak Stotra, which is called as Upsanhar. Which is called as what? ये देखो, Upsanhar. Upsanhar means summary. What does this mean? Summary. What will we get after studying Mahavirashtak? Acha, before teaching you, I would like to ask you, what do you think? What have you got after studying Mahavirashtak, after knowing a little bit about Bhagwan Mahavir? If it's possible for everybody to kindly open the camera, so they should, so that I will be able to interact with you. Just I want to know your opinions. Soham, what do you think? What you have learned and how will this Mahavirashtak Stotra help you in your life? What have you gained after studying this stotra?
Like what I learned.
Like, how did you felt
What,
after?
what
Yes.
I,
Okay. Think over it. Keep thinking. Tomorrow we'll have a session. Okay. In that we will just interact with each other. Okay. I will just interact with you. What do you know about Jainism and what is Jainism? We will have a very normal neutral talks. Ravya, आपको कैसा लगा जितना महावीर अष्टक आपने पढ़ा? How do you felt after studying this महावीर अष्टक? What did you learn?
about Mahavir Bhagwan.
Okay, so how does it is helpful for you? How will it help you?
To learn qualities from Mahavir Bhagwan.
So, okay, very good. The basic thing is that we are not learning all these things about Bhagwan Mahavira. We are just knowing that any person who achieves this quality, he becomes a Bhagwan. He achieves that position. Correct? And we also have to achieve that position one day. So for that first step is what we have to know these qualities. So for that होता है. देखो ये दो लाइनें जो हैं, these two lines, they are the summary and the last line of these ashtaks. So let's start. Mahavirashtakam stotram. This is the name of the stotra that we're studying. है ना? Mahavirashtak stotra. Mahavirashtakam stotram. भक्त्या ब्रेक. क्या बोला? भक्त्या भागेन्दुना कृतम् महावीराष्टकं स्तोत्रम् भक्त्या भागेन्दुना कृतम्. Then second line, first line you got महावीराष्टकं स्तोत्रम् भक्त्या भागेन्दुना कृतम्. यह, very small term, यह पठेच्चनु, break it from here. यह पठेच्चनु, this is उ ना, ओ, यह पठेच्छृणु या चापि, यह पठेच्छृणु या चापि स याति परमां गतिम्. यह पठेच्छृणु या चापि स याति परमां गतिम्. Again, महावीराष्टकं स्तोत्रम first term, भक्त्या second term, भागेन्दुना third term, fourth term कृतम. महावीराष्टकं स्तोत्रम भक्त्या भागेन्दुना कृतम. Second line, यह first term, पठेच्छृणु second term, याचापि third term, स fourth term, याति fifth term, परमाम sixth term, गतिम seventh term. यः पठेत् क्षणु या चापि स याति परमां गतिम्. Okay, now the whole stanza. Mahaviraष्ट्रकं स्तोत्रम. This so you have no issue. This is the name of the stotra. महावीराष्ट्रकं स्तोत्रम भक्त्या भागेन्दुना कृतम्. यः पठेत् शृणुयात् चापि स याति परमां गतिम्. Okay, now let's just learn the meaning of these lines and the writer of the stotra. Who is the writer of the stotra? Pandit Bhagchandra ji. He is teaching us that what we have learned from this stotra. So let's just see it. The first line, the very first line says that Mahavirashtakam Stotram. Yes. Mahavirashtakam Stotram Bhaktya Bhagenduna Kritam. Okay, you can see the line. Mahavirashtakam Stotram. Now look at the meaning. Mahavirashtakam Stotram. Mahavirashtak Stotra. What is this? Simple, the name of the stotra that we'll be studying daily. Mahavirashtakam Stotra. Bhaktya, bhakti से, with devotion. Mahavirashtakam Stotram. Mahavirashtak Stotra. Bhaktya, with devotion. Bhagenduna. Bhagchandra ji के द्वारा. Who is Bhagchand? The writer. Here we refer to whom? To the writer who has written the stotra. Mahavirashtak Stotra with devotion by Bhagchandra ji. Kritam लिखा गया, written by. Simple. ठीक है, तो क्या मीनिंग आया इसका? भक्ति से भागचंद जी के द्वारा महावीर अष्टक लिखा गया. With full of devotion, this Mahavir Ashtak Stotra has been written by Pandit Bhagchandri. That's it. This was the thing you already knew, है ना? You already know this, that who is the writer of Mahavir Ashtak Stotra? Pandit Bhagchandra ji. So with very devotion, Bhagchandra ji has written Mahavir Ashtak Stotra. ठीक है, understood the first line's meaning? Very easy. Mahavir Ashtak Stotra, Bhaktya with devotion. Bhagenduna, Bhagchandji, writer of the stotra, Bhagchandji, Kritam has written. Mahavir Ashtak Stotra has been written by Pandit Bhagchandji with full of devotion. The first line means this. Very easy. Now, what does the second line mean? Okay, let's just go to the second line. Yah pathet nuyachapi so yati paramam gatim. 6 terms in overall. Now, this is the line which will tell you what have you got after learning the Mahavir Ashtak Stotra. What have you achieved? Okay, now focus everybody. What you got after studying the Mahavir Ashtak Stotra. Okay, let's just see that what have you achieved after studying this. देखो, यह जो anybody जो पठेत स्टडीज पढ़ता है, जो पढ़ता है, किसको पढ़ता है? ऑब्वियसली महावीर अष्टक स्तोत्र को जो पढ़ता है. जो पढ़ता है वह सह वह अचीव्स याति जाता है परम सुप्रीम गतिम प्लेस. So there's nothing new in this. Anybody who reads Mahavir Ashtak Stotra, he or she achieves what? Supreme place. And what is the supreme place? The supreme place is what? Is the Gati. It's the Moksha. So Bhagchandra ji has written Mahavir Ashtak Stotra with एक second, just a second, just a second. Bhagchandra ji had written Mahavir Ashtak Stotra with full of devotion, and anybody who reads this Mahavir Ashtak Stotra, he or she achieves a supreme place. And what is a supreme place? That supreme place is what? Moksha. है ना? What is a supreme place? Moksha. So if you have to achieve that supreme place, you have to study what? Mahavir Ashtak Stotra. So with this, we completed our whole Mahavir Ashtak Stotra. Tomorrow, we are going to have a very important session about just I will just ask some of the questions, not from the Mahavir text, chill. Just about how do you feel about Jainism, what do you know about Jainism, and how do you feel proud of being a Jain or not? Okay, just a small session we will have. So with this, we have completed our Mahavir text. We will revise also a little bit, and that's all for today's class. Any doubts to anybody? No? Okay, yeah. Mehan, yes, please.
Yes, I wanted to ask that if we all read Bhavyastak Stotra, will we really get moksha?
It's not only about reading it, it's about just knowing the essence of it, knowing the quality of Bhagwan Mahavir, having a feeling of that. If you read it from the feeling that, yeah, I want to achieve moksha, so let us just read this. You don't have to read this from that mindset. You have to read it like, if I really want to achieve my happiness, that stotra is not for somebody else. Mahavishnu stotra is for us only. So if we will read that with full devotion, we will 110% achieve the happiness. So we all should read that with full of our mind. And yes, so have that in your mind that we will read the Mahavishnu with full devotion.
Sir,
Okay?
your voice is breaking.
Yeah, I just a second. I am just saying that read Mahavishnu stotra with its real essence. Okay? So then only it will help you.
सर
हाँ.
मैं थोड़ा ना बाकी है महाराष्ट्र सूत्र
No issue, just see the recordings. Just see the previous recordings. No problem. ठीक है? With this, we will end our class.